about money. Now the tax season is behind us. Many can breathe a sigh of relief, especially if you find yourself a bit disorganized this time around.
It's never too early to start thinking ahead for next time. Financial planner Rob Wilson is here to help us spring clean our finances so next year can be a little easier.
I think the first thing that you really want to do is start to take inventory. You know, I think tax time did really make individuals start to see how disorganized their financial situation really was. So you got to figure out if you know where everything is. Do you know where all of your accounts are? Some people change jobs, forget to move their 401k, roll that over into an IRA, or just move and didn't change your address on all your statements. I've had clients who during tax time found money that they forgot that it was even out there. I wish I could have found some money at tax time. But if you don't change all of those addresses, you can easily forget where all of that information is. You got to clear the clutter, okay? Figure out where all of your important stuff is, your will, your power of attorney. Those important documents need to be close at hand if somebody needs to find them, if there's some trouble. Also, reduce the paper that you're using. Get e-statements from your bank account, from your investment accounts. It's very easy to do that. And also, try to go mobile. Now you can get all of your bank accounts on your mobile phone. You can get text alerts for your balance, remind you to pay your bills. And so if you cut down a lot of this paper, I think it'll make it a little less overwhelming by the time tax time rolls around this time next year.
What are the things you really want to be focused on when taking the time to look through them?
Yeah, you know what? I think this is a good time to sort of take a step back and check your credit report. Okay, you're entitled to one free credit report every year from each of the bureaus. Go to annualcreditreport.com. And also, while you're doing this, check the interest rates on your credit cards or any loans that you may have. Just in case they sort of ticked up over the past year, at least you'll know what you're doing with. Or if it went up before, but you've been good about paying your bills, you can renegotiate that rate down. You want to update your will, you update your power of attorney, and make sure your beneficiaries are correct. If you've had a new child, if you've gotten married over the past year, make sure that information is correct. Also, review your life insurance. Make sure you have enough coverage. You may be able to get the same coverage for cheaper, and also check your beneficiaries on your life insurance as well. And this is a great time to analyze your current portfolio. See how your stocks and bonds have done over the last year and figure out if it still meshes with how much risk you want to take. And also start to plan now for your 2012 taxes. Tax season should be more of a process than of a one-time event. So if you start now, you can plan, you can take advantage of a lot of those deductions than you can if you wait till the last minute to plan and file.
How long should we keep financial statements? I mean, do you keep them 7 years? Do you keep them 10 years? How long do you keep them? How far back?
Well, I tell you what, they usually say keep about your last 3 years of tax returns. So if you're going to get a loan or mortgage or something like that, they may ask for a couple of years to establish history. But it's much easier to do this now when you can keep all of these records electronically. So if you e-file, you should have just an electronic document that you can store in your hard drive, and you can have all those records and not a lot of paper sort of cluttering up your office.
And then make sure you shred the old papers or burn the old papers too.
You got it.
Yeah.
We just have a little bit of time left, but I know now's a good time then after you clean up to start looking at goals, right?
Absolutely. Check your goals. Are you where you wanted to be when you started out the year? How far are you on those New Year's resolutions? And this is a great time to educate yourself, maybe get a good financial book, subscribe to a financial magazine, and I think you'll be better off this time next year.
So good, Rob. Thanks so much for being with us. Still ahead, another check.